What's good, y'all? This J.C.A. Reactions. I'm John. I'm back once again, about to get into some reactions. Been a minute since I did this video, but don't trip, your boy back. About to go ahead and get into some more screw attack videos. Out top, I'm getting to Optimus Prime versus Gundam. Transformers versus Gundam. I don't even know why I said that. Y'all already know I got my money on Optimus Prime, but if I switch it up, y'all already know what it is. I ain't gonna spend too much more time talking. So without further ado, about to give out this content strictly from me to you. Let's get it.
Check out 23andMe, a DNA testing service that can offer insight into your ancestry, health, wellness, and traits. The 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service includes reports on how your DNA can influence your weight, sleep quality, sense of taste, and more. It's super easy to do. You just spit into the tube and mail it back to their lab to be analyzed. I learned a lot about my family tree, and I'm probably a little lactose intolerant. Order your 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service Kit at 23andme.com/deathbattle. That's the number 23andme.com/deathbattle.
Nah, I can't hear shit.
Across this vast world of different nations with different people, it is the clash of opinions which truly divides us. However, there is one universal truth which absolutely everyone can agree on.
Giant robots are freaking awesome!
Yep.
Like Optimus Prime, the original G1 Transformer.
And the RX-78-2, the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
These aren't just any robots, they're the old school classics, the first of their kind, and we're in for a
they should've went
battle of
with the,
East versus West.
Well, Optimus was originally a
One-
Japanese toy.
One of the recent models of Optimus,
And
though.
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Millions of years ago, on a distant planet called Cybertron, a great unrest grew between two factions of robotic beings.
Autobots,
The Decepticons, and the
Decepticons.
Autobots. With little warning, they found themselves entangled in civil war.
Led by that douchebag Megatron, the Decepticons started gunning down any bot they pleased for basically no reason, including some guy named Orion Pax, which will be important later. Rest in peace, bro.
What Megatron didn't know was that this seemingly random encounter would end up reshaping the universe.
Thanks to a robot Gandalf, Orion Pax was rebuilt into something bigger, stronger, and way more recognizable.
The newest commander of the
Optimus
Autobots
Prime.
had risen, Optimus Prime.
The Autobots will never sacrifice freedom.
Optimus is a powerful warrior with tons
That's
of
some
awesome
good-ass
robo
graphics, though.
powers.
As a transformer, he can scan nearby objects and morph his body to resemble
9 million
becoming
years
a
old.
robot in disguise.
His favorite is a classic 1979 Kenworth K100 tractor. An oldie but a goodie which sports 500 horsepower and can book it over 80 miles per hour. He even gets a trailer which, when he doesn't need it, mysteriously disappears into thin air. No, really, where the hell does that thing go? I need to know.
More importantly, the
Never
life
noticed
force of
it.
every transformer resides
I ain't never
in
paid
their
attention to that.
spark, sort of like a soul. And Optimus is no different, except that his spark gives him a few unique abilities.
Yeah, his spark's pretty rare. Compared to other robo people, it gives him increased strength, speed, and durability. He can shoot laser beams from his hands, fly with either a jetpack or his feet boosters, and move his limbs around while they're detached like some sort of ghost robot Rayman.
Yeah, feed boosters.
Ooh.
Optimus is referred to as a 0.1%er. That is how rare a being of his caliber is.
Is that what all those people on Wall Street were protesting?
Even then, many of Optimus's abilities are further enhanced thanks to his possession of one of the most powerful artifacts in Cybertron's history. The Matrix of Leadership.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's nothing much. It's just a piece of robot god.
The Matrix is a conduit for the power of Primus, the creator of the Transformer race. With this, Optimus can heal some of his most grievous wounds.
What? Not all the time. Like, you know, when he died.
And use the power of the Matrix to light our darkest hour.
Well, he has an impressive arsenal to hopefully keep that particular problem from coming up again.
Yeah, never again.
I wonder if they're gonna come out with another movie, though. I still ain't even seen the last.
This big old rifle fires bolts of energy energy strong enough to take down most Decepticons, and can even be fired into space from ground level. Even better, it never seems to run out of ammo. One can only dream.
Optimus Prime also carries numerous weapons composed of energon, a raw energy force used by Transformers to power their technology and, well, themselves.
He's got a glowy energon axe and energon swords, perfect for slicing up robots of all sizes. And I guess they probably work pretty good on people, too.
Fighting fire with fire, Optimus Prime led the fight against the Decepticons for several millennia. Eventually, the war even found its way to our own Earth.
But we've got nothing to worry about with Optimus
That shit don't
protecting
look
the
nothing like
planet.
Earth.
He's tank blasts
I'm
that
just
would
saying.
tear other bots apart. Like when this mega refinery exploded. It can be seen from outer space. He's punched the ground so hard, the trees around him friggin' exploded.
Child's play, Boomstick. He's strong enough to tip this large oil tanker, which, when compared to the real-life Sea-Wise giant, must weigh over 700,000 tons.
He's tossed a satellite into orbit and punched hard enough to crack 6-Shot's chest plate.
Who boasted that his armor was drawn from the compacted subatomic matter of a collapsed star. Just to let you know, such a star would have a density of over 300 billion tons per cubic inch. While great density doesn't necessarily beget great toughness, this still means 6-Shot's armor was 500 billion times more dense than osmium, the most dense natural material on Earth.
You're the most dense natural material on
Put it in
Earth.
my
What'd
phone.
you say?
And our robo-commander wrecked it. He's fast enough to catch up to this Decepticon space shuttle in just 23 seconds.
Given the size of the Earth here and the angle of ascent, we can determine he's moving around 125,000 miles per hour. He's also a talented leader, capable of commanding 1,000 battles at the same time via the Omniglobe.
Like Skynet, but in a giant disco ball. He's used that crazy strength of his to punch through Megatron, who once tanked an explosion big enough to knock Cybertron out of orbit. And thanks to the weird robo-magic of the Matrix, he's even defeated Unicorn,
Unicron.
who's basically a giant robot Satan who eats planets. This guy is unstoppable.
Not necessarily.
No.
Optimus is certainly powerful, but after all is said and done, he has one major weakness.
To violate that law would destroy our honor.
He's just too
Too
nice.
damn
He's
honorable.
kinda all about the whole honor and fair fighting thing.
I mean, there's
Kinda screwed him over
there's,
more than once, and even gotten him killed.
that's something to be
multiple
admired,
times. Plus,
bro.
he killed
Yeah,
himself
man.
once just because he
Remind
accidentally
me of
broke the
Goku.
rules in a freaking game. Damn.
But when his back is to the wall and all hell's breaking loose, he'll fight to the end, riding the eye of the storm.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
In the year 2179, humanity has embraced the stars.
Well, mostly.
Right. After a somewhat united humanity expanded across the solar system, the ideologies between those on Earth and those in space began to drift apart. A new space-noid republic, the Principality of Zeon, arose to challenge the Earth Federation.
Space Noid? That like the Domino's pizza mascot, but in space?
No, more like space Nazis.
Oh, well, I guess it's no surprise that they started a war by gassing a populated space colony and dropping the whole thing on the planet. Man, that's messed up. But that's just how it started. For the real star of the show, some smart guys put their heads together and came up with the coolest thing they could think of. Giant fighting robots!
I went in
These
too
were
much in the
mobiles,
Gundam, though, to tell you
and
the
one of
truth.
Earth's nuttier engineers
Zords
developed a suit which
was
would
most
put
of my
all
shit.
others to shame. This was the RX-78-2, otherwise known as the Gundam.
There have been lots of mobile suits named Gundam, but this was the original granddaddy of them all.
This experimental mobile suit was hidden on a remote colony, but before its maiden voyage with the equally classified white base could begin, it was caught in a surprise Zeon attack.
With just 2 Zaku suits, the space Nazis wiped out almost all of the white base's military.
Is that really what
The
they called
only
her?
people left to save these secret projects were civilians who had no idea these things even existed.
Among those who rose up was a young boy named Amuro Ray. Brilliant, albeit standoffish, Amuro was actually the son of the Gundam's chief engineer, and had already stumbled upon the mech's coded blueprints.
So he grabbed the owner's manual, jumped in the Gundam, and flew into the fight. Damn! Not too shabby for going off just the manual.
Amuro quickly adapted to its complex controls thanks to its learning computer system, designed so the Gundam itself can learn its pilot's limitations and compensate.
Its body is made of a super
Pilot's
durable
limitation.
Luna titanium alloy called Gundarium. Of course.
Yet another fictional metal that's way better than anything in real life.
For weapons,
Of
it's
course.
got twin 60mm Vulcan guns for ears. It's got a shield that can block shots strong enough to take down warships, and a gravity hammer, a supersized flail that's rocket propelled. Whoever came up with that is my goddamn hero. Same with the guy who built the ultra-destructive beam rifle.
That would be the ingenious Dr. Minovsky. Thanks to him, the beam rifle is a marvelous feat of weapons engineering. Minovsky had developed a way to miniaturize the enormous megaparticle cannons found on warships without losing any power.
The result is a Gundam-sized rifle that can take down entire fleets of ships all on its own. It's like having a pistol with all the power of 1,000 tanks.
A single shot could
Or a
easily
rocket
tear
launcher
through
look
a
like it.
13,000-ton Musai-class warship. Given the official stats of the ship, to tear it asunder like so would require a strike worth nearly 9,000 tons of TNT.
Sure, the beam rifle only has 16 shots, but who really cares when you just need one?
Oh, it's 16.
Last but not least, the Gundam carries two retractable beam sabers.
Because you can't have space battles without royalty-free lightsabers.
But all these amazing weapons would be useless without an exceptional pilot. Despite still technically being a civilian, Amuro
Look like he got a
became the
whole
main
bunch of
pilot
more
for the
weapons than his
Gundam.
awesome.
Turns out,
Yeah,
his skill
Optimus
was
do.
mostly thanks to his previously unknown abilities. Amuro
Fuck it, I'm
was
still
a new
Optimus. I
type.
don't care.
Like, Pokemon?
See, apparently humankind was never meant to live under gravity's pull. In space, without it literally weighing down their souls, some humans developed psychic powers.
That is the dumbest backstory for why someone gets powers. And we've heard a lot of them, Wiz. So what, he can like read minds or something?
Sort of. These powers and their capabilities have little definition, often differing between different people. Most new types can instantly understand each other upon contact, even drawing kinship between sworn enemies. Amuro's abilities in particular grant him something akin to precognition. He can predict exactly what will happen on the battlefield and where his enemies will be, and can capitalize on it if he reacts fast enough.
How could he possibly predict I'd attack from the other side?
He shot down
So,
targets
shit, you
too
know what?
fast for the eye to see and navigated his friends through a
Yeah,
collapsing
Optimus
fortress
gonna-
with no
Optimus gonna
casualties.
lose.
By the end of the war, his own
Oh,
reflexes
shit.
were pushing the limits of the Gundam itself.
A magnetic coating was added to the Gundam to compensate, reducing the suit's friction and increasing its speed by 27%.
Over 14 years of military service, Amuro became a legendary pilot. He even learned how to use these super fast funnel guns with his psycho Wazza powers.
Speaking of speed, the Gundam is comparable to the red Zaku piloted by Amuro's rival Char, which is 3 times faster than the standard green model.
During the first large-scale battle with mobile suits, a Zaku flew through the
Graphics
battlefield
look
in
good.
7 seconds.
By comparing the 1,072-foot-long Magellan-class starships in the distance, we can tell the Zaku flew over 7 miles. This puts the standard Zaku's top speed just under Mach 5. When tripled to compare to Char, this means the Gundam can move at least 11,000 miles per hour, 15 times the speed of sound. Highballing it with Amuro's new
Yeah, I
type
can get
powers and magnetic coating, it's
Shit.
possible the Gundam can move as fast as Mach
Take
25.
laps across the damn world
Though
with this
anything over
shit.
that would put it dangerously close to re-entry speeds, which its chassis cannot survive on its own.
The Gundam is strong enough to lift and throw this goofy mobile suit and tough enough to power through a magnetic field that's 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit. It survived plenty of really big explosions, including a detonating asteroid and a nuclear blast which wrecked Amuro's home colony. I bet it could wipe out the space Nazis all on its own.
It nearly did. Amuro and his Gundam were instrumental to the war effort. It doesn't matter how much the Gundam was burned. It would always stand up, dispel the fear, and fly.
Alright. I still got my money on
All right,
Optimus.
the combatants are set.
I don't
Let's
even
end
care.
this debate once and for
Go
all.
ahead and get it.
But first, let me transform your eating habits.
Let's get it. Watch they gonna have Gundam win.
Amuro, come in. Where are you?
I'm checking something out, Sailor.
Really? You gonna steal their slogan too?
Let's roll.
Oh, I thought they used a different model of Optimus or something. I thought they used the Armada version. Come on, Op.
My old Decepticon, I have been in battle for countless eons. Not today.
You ain't gonna take the odds of a save. Oh shit. Yeah, oh, I thought that was gonna be it. I was like, what the fuck?
I hate gravity.
Come on. Yeah. Come on, Op. No!
Stop that.
The-
I'm just better.
Ca-
I must stand, so you shall fall.
The fuck was that? Oh, he using the core thing. Did he win though? My nigga won! My nigga won! Oh, I'm so glad I was wrong.
Amuro was a steel pilot, but Optimus's millions of years of battle experience
Oh, shit.
completely overshadowed Amuro's 14. Also, we already know that Optimus was over 6 times faster and 9,000 times stronger.
Holy hell!
But I thought he
Who
could
knew
predict the
Optimus
future.
was so freaking
Gundam
buff?
can predict the
But
future,
Gundam
though.
held plenty of its
Or
own
the pilot,
advantages.
anyway.
With Amuro's super future sense powers, he could keep up with Optimus's speed. And with the Gundam's firepower, who cares how much it could lift?
Unfortunately, the Gundam's limited ammunition meant this couldn't last. And even then, Optimus could certainly survive a shot from the beam rifle.
Remember that refinery explosion Optimus survived? The one you could see from outer space?
This blast left an enormous gash on the planet Cybertron. To measure the power of this explosion, we needed to compare it to the curve of the planet. Now, Cybertron's size is pretty consistent throughout G1 Transformers history, but even when using the alternating sizes between the cartoon and the comics, the blast is far more destructive than the beam rifle in both cases.
And Optimus just walked right out of that bitch. And this isn't some weird outlier just out of the comics either. In the cartoon, Megatron survived a blast that pushed Cybertron out of orbit. And he's pretty comparable to Optimus.
To be fair, the Gundam boasted some impressive durability feats too.
Like when Amuro accidentally blew up a Zaku's nuclear reactor right in his own face. Hey, give him a break. It was his first time.
This explosion created a hole in the space colony which sucked out Amuro's father.
Whoops. On the bright side, he's gonna save some money on Father's Day gifts, right?
And with his heightened mind, we deduced the scope of the explosion.
It's over 150,000 kilotons of TNT. That's 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb that dropped on
Bro,
Hiroshima.
who be doing
but
the
still
math?
nowhere close to the refinery explosion Optimus survived.
Also, the Gundam
I know he
couldn't dodge
gotta be getting
Optimus's
paid a good amount of
ion
money
blaster
for that.
forever. It was fast
Or
enough to
whoever
strike
do it.
targets in orbit from ground level. That puts its laser speed over 3 million miles per hour.
Even when he knew it was coming, Amuro couldn't react quick enough to dodge or block anything that fast. And even then, Optimus's time in the Omni Globe proves he can think way faster than Amuro.
And just to
That's
blow
what's
your
up.
mind even more, in order to obliterate Unicron with the Matrix, the energy output must have equaled more than 40 Yoda.
If somebody tell me, is Unicron in
Like the Star Wars game.
the latest
And you know what they
in the
say,
latest
size matters
Transformers
not,
movie?
especially when Optimus has defeated opponents as big as Devastator.
The Gundam was a powerful mobile suit with some astonishing firepower, but was ultimately outmatched by the Autobot's strength, speed, durability, and experience.
I'd say Optimus was primed for this fight.
The winner is Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see the exclusive commentary in this episode, just click that little box over there. And if you want the battle music for yourself, click the link down below and you can get it off of iTunes. See you in the next one.
I'm live action there, bro. Oh, for real? Oh, well, fuck this shit. I gotta watch that shit. I didn't know it was live action. Alright, y'all, that my reaction to Optimus Prime versus Gundam. I thought they were gonna, I thought Gundam was gonna win. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm proud. I'm happy that Optimus Prime won, bro. More than meets the eye, goddamn it. But alright, y'all, that my reaction to the death battle. If y'all like this reaction, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. The original video will be in the description box below. Y'all want to check that out. Y'all let me know what else y'all want me to react to. Y'all know the routine. Peace.